Hello, my name is Peter Bringy, pastor at Covenant Family Church, and today I want to consider a question very important to the gospel and to the account of Scripture, and that is, what is sin? What do we mean by sin? Well, one way that sin is described and defined in Scripture is in 1 John, where the Apostle John says that sin is lawlessness. Sin is the breaking of God's law. That God has revealed His will to us through both the natural order, but particularly through the Bible, and that He holds us accountable to conform to this law. It is a good law. It displays what is righteous and holy. It reflects His own good character, and it also tells us the way we were designed to live. But sin is where we lack conformity to this law, where we transgress it, where we either don't do what is commanded or we do what was forbidden. Sometimes that's called sins of commission, where you do something that's forbidden, or sins of omission, where you don't do what you should have done. And not only does it apply to actions, deeds, but it also applies to the words we say and to our desires and even to our dispositions. Are they in accord with God's law, or do they rebel against it? And so when we violate God's law, we are rebelling against God. We are siding with His enemy, the devil, the first rebel against God's law. We are being ungrateful for the many gifts that He has given us and choosing another way. We are violating our very design, who we were intended to be. We are often additionally sinning against other people. And so for many reasons, sin is deserving of God's judgment, and it brings us into condemnation. And it creates enmity between us and God. And that is the background then for the whole story of redemption that the Bible explains. That when man fell into sin, at the very beginning of human history, not being created as sinners, but those who chose to sin against God, that God has been working to redeem sinners, to bring them back into harmony with Him, out of condemnation, into a state of righteousness and justification and fellowship with our Creator.